We're going to talk about black tights. And when you think about your wardrobe, and if you haven't wear tights, most of us do, of course, yeah, black tights are probably the ones that are in heavy rotation. You're wearing most often, and you probably are going through most often and most quickly. And by that, I mean, you get a run, you get a snag, you get a tear, you put a toe through the foot, and those tights are ruined, and that means you've got to now go back and buy another pair. Well, wouldn't it be great if you didn't have to worry about a run or a snag or a toe going through the foot of your tights, and so you weren't having to continue to buy pair after pair after pair? Yeah, that does sound great. And when we heard that it was possible and it was happening, we wanted that brand here at QVC. That brand came to QVC, what, 3 weeks ago? Has it been 3 weeks since the debut? What's the number, Scott? Okay, the brand is called Sheertex. 40,000 pairs of their rip resist tights have been ordered in 3 weeks, everyone, and we're going to show you why. And if you wear black tights, yeah, this may well be the pair you're going to order and then think, I don't have to keep buying pair after pair after pair. So let me bring in our guest. This is Catherine Hummeth. Hi, Catherine. It's good to see you again. It has been so exciting. We have been so excited to have you here. And so Catherine is the founder and creator of what we're going to talk about. So let's get to it.
Get right into
demonstration
it. Yes. So
I'm
wearing our Super Sheer, which is the one closest to Leah. And no matter how hard you tug these on in the morning, let's say that you're pulling them up, these are not going to rip. And this is one of those things that usually, you're lucky if you get out of the house or you have backup pairs when you go to the bathroom or you snag on something.
Right.
And these tights use a polymer that has never before used in apparel, let alone hosiery. It's a polymer that's up to 10 times stronger than steel. So it was in tactical vests. It was in climbing equipment. We miniaturized it and put it into these tights. So incredibly
Look
strong.
at what she's doing to those tights.
You can honestly give it to a weightlifter, and they're not going to be able to
All
rip
right,
these.
that's why 40,000 pairs have been ordered. Let me show you what your choices are, because for most of us, if we're wearing tights, there are times when you want the sheer version, sometimes when you want a more opaque. Order whatever you'd like, and as many of these in the versions that you'd like, but know that you only have to probably get one of each. So we'll start here. This is the Super Sheer.
Exactly, that's what I'm wearing, yes.
So that's what Catherine is wearing. You saw her yanking on those tights, everybody.
Even the Super Sheer.
And nothing is happening to that Super Sheer. So we love that Super Sheer look of a black tight. We have it.
Particularly around the holidays.
Then we have what we're calling sheer. So that would be have a little more opacity, kind of your mid-tone.
It's kind of the standard, easy. It was our first product that we came out with. It was the one that was named Time's Best Invention.
Best Invention.
Yes, it's
so
really
if you want kind of that medium opacity, then you're asking for sheer. And then if you want the most opaque, this one is called Semi-Opaque. And so that would be the most opacity. That's your black tight that's less see-through. $39.98. These tights are $91. Time magazine voted this the best invention. When you watch Catherine try to put a hole through or a snag in these tights, you understand why. Can we talk sizing for everybody, because that's important?
Very true to size. So we go by weight, and you can see the size chart will get pulled up here, and it goes from extra small to 3XL. And really don't fuss too much about it. If you want something that's a little bit more sheer, get your sort of on the smaller size, because it'll be nice and taut on your leg. It'll look really sheer. If you want something that is a little bit more opaque, so get something on the bigger size, but really it's stretchy. You're not going to go wrong. And I just want to point this out as well. We knew that just having strong tights was not enough.
Okay.
So we put this incredibly stretchy 4-inch yoga style waistband on, and this means that it's incredibly comfortable when you wear it. It's very stretchy, and you can see here this line. You're like, what is that green line? This is so that when it's in that drawer with all the other ripped tights that you own, you know these are the strong ones.
You know these are your Sheertex tights.
Green and ready to go.
Here's what I love. I mean, because when I look at, what we love about a black tight is it works with everything. If you're doing like that leg elongating look, we're reaching for our black tights. When I look at you in the Super Sheer, like Like
Well,
that's what. Oh,
and what
okay,
I would
where
love
are we?
to
So
show
we're-
you.
we're- I think we're going to go take a look at our ladies.
Okay, great.
Okay, so Michelle is Michelle in the
She's a
sheer?
sheer,
Okay,
exactly,
so
yeah.
that's kind of the mid-tone opacity. But look at how it, like with a black boot, it just makes her leg look long. There's no snag, there's no tear, there's no
No,
run,
exactly.
there's no. I mean, and that means you're not having to continue to buy pair after
Pair after
pair.
pair.
After
And
pair.
when you look at something like Easy Pay,
Yeah.
as those payments go, that's what, like, basically what you would have spent on a pair of tights.
I know, $7.80. And remember, these are $91 tights. These are the tights that won the Time Magazine Award for Best Invention. All right, let's look as you're looking at Jamie wearing them in
The semi-opaque,
The semi-opaque.
yes.
I love that look. I
Yes.
love just an opaque
It's
tight.
just so
and a
classic.
pump. Yeah.
And like really this is the kind of thing that you just need as a staple in your wardrobe. Some of us might have even over the years gone away from wearing tights because they were just so annoying. This
Right.
is now bringing it back because it's just so simple. It's like socks. It's like underwear now.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's amazing because not only have we seen sort of a return to popularity of because dresses have come back in stock, skirts have
Yeah.
come back into popularity so much.
Well, and I want to show
can you
this
tell me what you've got
crazy
going
test.
on with
Yes.
with
So
the dumbbells?
we've been coming in and we've been putting 20 pounds of weight in these tights.
Okay.
And I decided to do something a little bit crazy for your show.
Okay.
This is 50 pounds of weight in a
Okay.
leg of tights. Even the team was like, what are you doing? But I'm going to show you.
Oh, first of all, you're
50
strong. But look,
pounds of weight hanging in a pair of super sheer
Wow.
tights. That's how strong this is. And like I said, it's for climbing equipment that this polymer used to be used in. There's actually some of our early videos where actually hung from a ceiling. Never do this at home. Ever do this at home. But it's that strong, this
Yeah.
polymer.
And you know, it's
show you one
interesting
more
when you
time.
talk about the fact that you
Oh.
took a polymer that was used for things like tactical vests
50 pounds.
and made it smaller and thinner
Exactly.
in order to create a tight that, you know, let's face it, that's the biggest frustration for most of us when it comes. I love the look of
Yeah.
tights. I love to wear the tights. I can't tell you how many pairs of tights I had in the drawer where, you know, you took them off and you didn't realize you snagged them, and then you get ready and then all the snag just
Exactly.
continues
Or you've
to
just
get
left
worse.
the house and you're
Yeah.
like, oh my gosh. And this is a regular pair of tights, not Sheertex. This is the sound that we're all used to.
Yeah.
It just falls apart.
Yeah.
And this is a relatively thick pair of regular tights. But
All
then you
right.
have Sheertex. And Sheertex, no matter how hard, and this becomes a party trick. You start showing your friends
It's
just
been 3
how
weeks since Catherine
strong
and Sheertex
these tights
arrived here at QVC.
actually are.
3 weeks. 3 weeks, everybody. And 40,000 pairs of these tights. If you wear black tights, like you can't not want these black tights.
Yeah. And they're perfect stocking stuffers.
that
perfect
idea.
because they're stretchy too to
Yeah.
just give as a gift.
We're going to put the size chart up again, but let me remind you, because we're at 42,000 pairs just in this show. Order them now. It's, you know, it's holiday season. All the
Exactly.
parties and
It's
celebrations.
the time of
and what
year
you're
everyone's wearing tights.
heading into
Yeah.
winter. So sizes are extra small to 3X. Simply go by your weight, and that will tell you what size to order. And then you're going to choose the opacity that you want. I'm going to say if you wear all, then get 1 pair of each. You only need 1 pair because you can see they're pretty much nearly indestructible. So this is the sheerest. It's called super sheer. That's what Catherine has been wearing. What she showed you, she tried to put, you know,
Yeah.
put a
Still not
snag
gonna
in
get
a
a
run
hold of
in.
it.
Doesn't happen. Here is the sort of mid-tone sheer. That one's simply called sheer. And then if you want the deepest, this is what you saw Jamie wearing. If you want that most opaque, this one is called semi-opaque. And that gives you the blackest black with your black tights. 3,000 pairs now just in our quick demonstration.
Oh my goodness, we love you, QVC.
I am thrilled that you were here. And
Oh,
we're
thank you for having me
just
back.
so
It was so much
glad
fun.
that you were bringing us the tights we've been waiting for.
Have a great day.
Thank you, Catherine. All right, listen, a 649-090. Love those tights. Yeah, all 3 opacities. Want them? Just, yeah. By the way, our Doll 10 brow pomade has sold out, so enjoy that. If you're wondering, well, wait, Leah, do you have